Hey, what's going on? I decided to revisit one of the smaller waterfalls that I checked out before, but I kind of made it in the background of another video for the Salmon River, or sorry, the Greenfield Falls. And I really think it deserves its own video because it's a neat little spot and it's really easy to get to. So I thought I'd show you guys. Now, I have the drone up. I've been here before and I know I can't fly in the woods. But since the leaves have fallen off the trees, I think we might be able to see something from the sky because there's supposed to be quite a few different little waterfalls here. So I'm going to send the drone up and we're going to see what it sees. For those of you who aren't familiar with the area, when you come to Truro, just outside Truro, Bible Hill, you head to College Road and then go right to the end of College Road and then take a left, the next right, and then the next left, and then the first dirt road on the left is Old Union Road, and then you just come down that like a kilometer and a half, and you'll see a little spot you can pull over. There's a couple waterfalls here. Anyway, I'm going to send the drone up, and we'll take a look, and I'm going to catch it back up with you guys, because this isn't, flying the drone is a two-handed operation, and I can't do both at the same time, so we'll catch back up in a second. Alright, so I wasn't able to see a whole lot with the drone's footage, at least on my cell phone. The screen's pretty small and it's really just to kind of get your shot. So hopefully when I review the footage later on my computer, I'll see something. Either way, I'm going to head out on foot to the falls I know of. I've been here before. It was getting kind of dark and I really don't feel like I gave these falls the love they deserve because they're kind of nice and they're, like I said, just outside of Truro or Bible Hill. Easy to get to. We'll see how they look in the winter. One thing I want to point out is last time I was here, I didn't have rubber boots. You think, hey, that's obvious. You wear rubber boots looking for waterfalls and, you know, going through the woods. No, I don't do things the regular way. I only learn things the hard way. Like right now, where I'm walking probably not where I should. So I'm going to turn around and go the other side. Alright, so I made it to the first little waterfall. It's literally like 1 minute off the road. And it's a nice looking little falls. You know, it's frozen over, so it doesn't quite do it as much justice, but the ice has its own charm, I think, you know, when you go to these waterfalls. And speaking of charm in the winter with a waterfall, if you haven't seen it, the last video I posted was of the North River Falls out in Parsboro. It was an hour drive for me from Truro, and I strongly recommend it. I'll post the video to that right now. Just follow the little card that pops out. If you don't see it, you have to be on YouTube. You know, and if you happen to go to YouTube, just maybe subscribe while you're there. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try to get some better footage of this waterfall with the GoPro, because the GoPro is waterproof, and, well, this one isn't. Anyway, and then I'm going to pick up and go a little bit above the waterfall to see if there's anything obvious, and I know there's more falls down the other side of the road following the water downstream. I'm going to check those out with my fancy rubber boots and see if we can see what they look like. And I'll catch up with you in a moment. All right, so I'm back at the road. I'm gonna cross, there's where I parked. There's where the stream comes out. Right here. So I'm gonna walk up this side. And there's supposed to be a couple other small falls here. I was here with Blakely before, and it was difficult walking. I mean, she does her best, but at the time I think she might have been 4 or 5, so it was difficult. And I didn't have my rubber boots on, so now I do. I have no excuses. So let's get down the stream and check it out. Yeah, maybe that's considered a little waterfall. I don't know. It looks like 2 streams converge here. Ah, yeah, it's quite a bit wider. A little bit of a tributary going on. Cool. Rubber boots making life 10 times easier. You know, usually most 2 or 3-year-olds could tell you that. Not this guy. Nope. This guy just goes in it with his gym shoes and puts holes in them. It's okay. Who needs nice looking gym shoes when you're exploring? Come on now. You guys probably can't tell because of the wide angle on the GoPro, but I'm getting close to a drop off, which is probably where one of the falls are. I noted this before and I just couldn't get close enough to it. But now I'm gonna. And luckily for us, if you need a break, there's a chair. Yeah, don't throw your garbage out in the woods. Come on. I mean, I like to sit down just as much as anybody, but not that bad. We are sinking. Hopefully it's not as deep as my boots are. Whoa, nope. I'm currently walking down, right down the middle of the, what I would imagine would be considered the one of the waterfalls, if you could hear me. And it looks like it just keeps kind of cascading down this hill into this valley. Let's go check it out. Hopefully I have enough battery. All right, so this next little step in our cascade looks like it might actually have a pretty decent plummet to it. Let's just take a look. Hopefully you guys can hear me good enough because I don't have my good mic with my wind filter on the GoPro. And just because it's too fragile for me to carry around, I'll update when I get to a spot. But this actually looks like it could be a pretty nice looking waterfall. Maybe even better than the other one. I just gotta find a place to climb down. Back across. This ice-covered log is probably safe. Note to anybody who's watching, pretty much go where places I find, but don't do anything the way I do it. All right, you won't be able to get the full picture of this waterfall with the GoPro. I'm gonna come back in a minute when I go downstream to see what else is there, and I'll get some more cinematic, tighter footage. I'm not going to go a whole lot further. I have things to do today, adult things, unfortunately. But I think there's another waterfall here, which the whole thing warrants a better, which the whole thing would warrant a summertime trip to really be able to see the falls. Seeing the ice formations is one thing, but I want to see the whole falls to get an idea of, you know, what they really look like. So let's check out this last one, get some cinematic footage, and I'm gonna go. This is January 4th, and it is a very mild January day. It's perfect for this. We're supposed to get a snowstorm tomorrow, so that's why I was trying to get out and do this. Let's walk through the ice on top of the falls. Yep. Okay, one more. It's just, you think you get into the last one, then all of a sudden you see, well, that looks like another drop off. As fun as this is to walk along this ravine, it actually looks not too bad right there. But this is a nice spot. I mean, without the ice here, with your rubber boots on in the summertime, it would be a pretty easy hike and pretty enjoyable. And if you're from the area and you were headed out to the Christy Brook Falls anyway, you'd be crazy not to come here because it's just beautiful. I just need to find somewhere to walk. Almost soaked. I think I got a little splash in my socks. Well, I said I was only going to go to that last drop off, and then you see another one and keep going. This is kind of rough walking. I think you could easily go up and around, not down here. Not that it's deep water, but I still prefer to not get soaked with ice water. It's just not my prerogative. Okay. Yeah, I can see pretty far now that I can guarantee you this is the last one. Because I gotta get back. But this also looks like a nice little waterfall. Oh yeah. This might be the best one. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna put the GoPro away. I'm gonna hike down to the bottom of this one, get my cinematic footage, and then that's it. For real. All right, just made it back out. I'm on the road, easy walking now. That said, I hope you enjoyed the cinematic footage of the waterfalls. I'd say that last one was almost as big as the upper falls of Victoria Park, maybe the lower Christy Brook Falls. It's actually pretty impressive. I don't know how tall it is. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure somebody probably knows. That said, normally I would wrap the video up with my usual ending, but I just wanted to note, this is as it's the new year, and happy new year by the way. I've just passed 300 subscribers and I'm pretty stoked about that, and I couldn't do it without you guys, and I just wanted to take a second to shout out to my usual viewers, the people that come back time and time again and comment and like my YouTube videos and Facebook posts. I really do appreciate it, and I wouldn't be here motivated to continue to do this and put all the work it takes, as much as I do love waterfalls and exploring. The extra motivation, especially when you're busy working full-time, parent, it's hard to find the time, so I really do appreciate it. So, you know, that said, as always, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.